Hello guys and welcome to another episode of the Tasmania slash Hobart rebuild. The Hobart Hurricanes have been a lot better this season, been a lot more competitive. Where were we last? I believe we played Victoria last. Did we play another game after that? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. We play we play New South Wales next and that. So yeah, it's all the Hobart games. Been really good competitive games. 203 for 5. They posted off their 20 overs, 3 for 36 for Maxwell. New player in Adams, none for 45. But yeah, good scores throughout. I've had to let go of Pekoski. I've decided to invest in some new talent there, but he got a score for them. Response 171 for 9 was Spence and the new signing David Cole. Been given a go. He's had modest success so far for us. Yeah, we're a bit weak in the batting at this stage of the season, and we still are. We're still lacking an all-rounder. We've got one of the all-rounders that I signed injured, which doesn't help. The next game was against the Melbourne Stars. We posted 174 for 8 with Saunders 58, contributions from Colin and Townsend as well. 2 for 18 for Bates, 2 for 25 for Ingram, standouts for them. Bowled him out for 82, and Adams 7 for 29 in his second ever game. Brilliant bowling. Caught me completely by surprise. Skinner for them 35. I'm quite happy with that. Next game we played the Sydney Green, which is the Sydney Thunder. 163 for 6. Collins 60. Cole 26. Saunders 26. 2 for 26 for Alice. They were quite disciplined, their top three, like Dyer and Aslam were quite good as well. Made them work for this chase. They only got 3 deliveries remaining. Pretty disciplined bowling attack. This game, and it's been like that all season. We have been super competitive. The couple of games we could have won here, 154 for 7 they posted, 75 and 30 for Coates and Francis. And then they just couldn't get anything going. We fought back really well here. Only thing is, we're 140 all outs. Just couldn't get anything from Barnes downwards, or else we probably would have won that game. But some good positive signs from Saunders that he's found a comfortable spot in the middle order. 4 for 24 for Collins too, was the chief destroyer. Next game we got even closer, 138 all out, and I thought, yeah, that's a really gettable target for us. Barnes 4 for 23. 2 for 24 for Maxwell, 3 for 31 for Adams. And then all we could do is just struggle. Like, they bowled really well, like especially Clark, Flint and Anderson. Just could not get those guys away for the life of it. 54 for Townsend, 35 for Spence, and we fell 7 runs short. So there were 2 winnable games just gone by just then. But we did bounce back. We did play some good cricket here. Bowled Melbourne Renegades out for 176. Just the bowling takes a lot better this season, just taking more wickets. Barnes, another 4 for 2 for Adams and Franks. In credit to our chase, Spence 51 up top, Saunders 51 in the middle, Moss and Townsend contributing as well, and a good result. We had quite a few over. We had 2.2 overs remaining. Got there quite easily. Next game was against the Melbourne Stars. They started really well. Like, Wilson got off to a flyer. Then we just pegged them back. Clark and Hunt both posting 50s. 3 for 28 for Franks, 2 for 22 for Maxwell. And quite a comfortable chase. Cole and Townsend picking up 50s. And 2 on the bounce. And it probably our worst result of the season. 191 for 9 they got with Coates really got up front. And Sadal 37. But we hung tough. We keep taking wickets and kept them under 200. They were looking well over 200 at one point. Like, especially when Coates, Winters and Sadal were really going great guns. All we could post was 111 all out. Just had to go for it. 20 suspense, Cole and Farr. And 4 for Monday. Good to see him in form. Another good thing to see too is Spence getting a few runs too. Like, I'm hoping he has gotten out of his slump now and he's a lot better going ahead. So here's the team for today. Obviously you can see Adams has been in really good form. 15 wickets at 19.07. A wee bit expensive, but he is in his first season. Like, all the bowlers got bad economy rates. Really, like, we will be averaging 170 chases and whatnot, but they do the job. They will be taking wickets. Just need to get this fella here, Jim Redmond. He's currently on duty for England. Hopefully he's available after the one-day tournament that they're taking part in. But yeah, missing Beckett and Collin a wee bit. Like, Beckett and Collin would obviously take Farah Moss's spot, and that'd really bolster our batting. But it's all good. We have made improvements from last season already, and we should be quite competitive here against the Adelaide Strikers, who have a very long tail if we can get to it. Just need a good start. We weren't very good last game. We started very poorly. And we've started a lot better. Merrin got the first one away for 4, but we've got him out for 4 off 2 deliveries. It's a very good start. 1 for 14. Only a wee bit expensive off the over. Barnes. I'm just going to chop and change quite a bit till I get to the middle stages, and then I implement my strategy. Right, so now we're in 51 for 2 after 6. I go with this field here. I take out cow corner. I have a guy on the sweep, which is there. Cow corner's there, sorry, because it's the left-hander Travis Head. Yeah, we try and cut their options off. If they want a boundary straight down the ground, they got to hit over the top of our guy on the circle. And yeah, like, I really like this field. It's been doing the job for me. It's alright. Just got to be disciplined now. Just got to restrict and just force mistakes from the batsman. Got to get the wicket of Travis Head. He's been around a long time, Travis Head now. He's 37 years of age. 236 games. 835 50s. An incredible 20-over batsman. When you think about it. He's played a lot of cricket for Australia too. 4 test matches away. Unfortunately, from getting to 100. Test matches. Keys to chop and change. Hopefully Adams can get amongst the wickets again. It's been a bit quiet the last couple of games. 64 for 2 after 9. This field is really doing a good job for us. The key in a 20-over game, I reckon now, as I've learned, is just to keep changing up your bowlers. Don't get the batsman an opportunity to settle on one player. Maxwell's been pretty expensive today. Decent over from Franks, only 8 from it. 90 for 2 after 12. They're still looking quite good, but they are sort of plotting along at a rate they're probably not happy with. The big shots will have to come out of the woodwork. And we've got the wicket of Fraser. That's just due to the fact we're bowling pretty good. Bowl Adams out. 114 for 3 after 15. So we'll bring Maxwell back. I have to get his overs out of the way. Not a bad over from him. 7 off it. Can we keep them under 170? Because they could launch with the wickets they've got in hand. And they did. They took toll of Franks. Bring Fielding back. Travis Head playing a very handy hand. 76 off 53. 5 4s and 4 6s. That's a good spell from Fielding. And there is the meme. The phone going off again. Got to have it on. Just in case I get called for work. Alright. That's pretty expensive spell from Barnes. And 171 for 3 they posted off their 20 overs. 93 of 62 deliveries for Travis Head. Fraser and Weatherald combined well there as well. But like I said, our bowling attack bowled pretty disciplined for majority of that innings. It just couldn't quite take the wickets that I wanted to. So Doug Rickman into the attack. Hopefully Cole and Spence can get us off to a good start. And I'll run for 4 buys. Gone for 18 off 15. Spence. He's averaging around 28 for the current Big Bash. It's just one of his better Big Bash seasons. He's got 250s to his name. This is good from Townsend. 2 big 6s. And he's gone. Unfortunately, a couple of glory shots and then getting out is not good enough. So it brings Farr to the wicket. Farr hasn't been in the best of form this season, and that form is going to continue. He's out for 8. It's going to tone it down a little bit. 54 for 3. No. It's losing just a couple of bad batting performances in just recent history. Cole is a really good up-and-coming cricketer. He's got some very good stats for South Australia. But fortunately, he's been dismissed there, but a lot of promise in his career. Simon Barnes is really much a tail-end batsman. I can't believe he's listed as an all-rounder. But he's going to have to play a part today for us to get anywhere near this total. But one thing I have to say, we've made a few steps in the right direction this season. Like our bowling attack sort of is taking more regular wickets. And yeah, we're a lot more competitive. If I can get 5 wins or something this season, we're massive improvement. That is certainly the goal. Even 4 wins is a double from last season. It's really up to Saunders here. Over from the batting for so long. He's out for 30 off 29 deliveries. And we've got 6 overs to bat. I don't think we're going to bat them out. But we'll see. Lovely shot from Barnes. Swept it for 6. Barnes has bowled quite good this season. Barnes, I reckon it's a really good bowler. Very underrated for us. But yeah, like I'm hoping the one-day tournament finishes in this episode as well. For the Australia-Bangladesh-England series. And we get Beckett and Colin in that batting order. It just gives us so much more ammo to work with. So we've lost a few wickets here. As long as we don't get out and out embarrassed. 120 for 9. 122 for 9. The last couple of games, yeah, like I said, the batting's let us down. But yeah, just not enough on the top order, really. Like 18, 18, and 17. One of those guys need that big score, as we talk about. England beat Australia by a wicket. Our player, of course, Redman. There's Rooney playing for them still. Yeah, Rooney's still chipping away. He's had a real battling season, Rooney, but still a high quality player for us. So we're sitting in 7th. We are pretty much probably going to have to win all their games to make the playoffs. I'm not too worried about that for this season. I'm just trying to build into another campaign and get players more experience and whatnot and sort of build towards next season. So we're going to make the one change. I'm going to bring in Mark Henry. Not the wrestler. But yeah, he's had some decent performances. He got a 2 for 3 in a game, where Adams got 7 for. And we've got Hansen back. Hansen has been picked up by, I believe that's a Pakistani side. Rawalpindi Cricket Club. Decent statistics. He'll actually get given a go. I'm going to drop Mark Henry and to strengthen up our batting order a wee bit. And he's an off spinner as well, so that will help for us a little bit. I'm just going to have to be quite disciplined with how we bowl. So let's see if we can get a win over the Sydney Sixers. They have a very thin batting lineup. We can bowl pretty well. I am going to bowl first. Hoping for that good start with the ball. And Maxwell's delivered it. First ball, traps Higgins for LBW. And fielding, it's got the wicket of Milne. Wee bit expensive. The 2 guys at the top. But bring Barnes in the attack and Adams. Spread the field. So I'd say it's even Stevens at the moment. With us probably slightly in front for that matter. Key wicket of Prescott. Just about to their bowlers already, and they'll have to do a lot of work. Ash Horn's a good cricketer though. I had to be very much on top of my game. Alright, so got to bring in Hanson now. Trying to get the field zones out. Got a few different fields. Hanson will pick up a wicket. His first wicket for the Hobart Hurricanes. We'll keep Adams for an over. We'll bring Fielding back. 84 for 4 after 11 overs. And he's got another wicket. He's got the key wicket of Horn. This is good from the spinner. Now it's going to be a test of their abilities. I'm going to bring Maxwell in. 105 after 13. Rutter's gone, so 100 for 6. Maxwell's been super expensive. It's just not ideal. Not ideal whatsoever. We've got the wicket of Burns. I want the wicket of Guy, though. Thomas Guy. He just really starting out his career for the Sydney Sixers. Good bowling performance from Hanson and Fielding. 2 for 24 and 3 for 21. Right, we'll bring Barnes in for his over. Right, 2 for 32 for Barnes. We're going to bring Adams in. We're going to make Maxwell bowl the last over. And Adams will clean that up. We've got them out for 135. A good bowling effort from the guys. Exceptional. I pretty much appreciated that spell from Doug Hanson. Rightio, so we've got a very interesting chase. Got to start well. We've got to put these guys on the back foot immediately. Just going to attack the bowling a wee bit. Take any factor out. If we lose a quick flurry of wickets, we're hitting the run rate. Back to 3 boundaries in a row for Spence. Make that 4. 25 off 10 for him. Another boundary. This is good. This is good attacking cricket. 30 off 14. It's exactly what we wanted. The heat's off us now for a wee bit. Let's sort of tone it down a wee bit. Make sure we don't let up though. Lovely shot from Spence. Down the ground, 4 runs, 50's up. And he's cleared the ropes, 6 more. He's gone for 40 off 18, but a brilliant innings from Spence in the scheme of things. So we're miles ahead of the run rate now because of that. It's all we needed. And now we just need to score just a boundary and over and just get singles. Oh, it's gone for 6, that no ball. And that's a terrible over. Couple of plays and misses from far. This is a key innings for him, actually. Like, he has struggled, only averaging 18 in his career. If he got not out, and he's not going to get it, unfortunately. Townsend continues on his destructive ways. 35 of 27. 107 for 3 after 13. Another big shot. Moss clears the rope. This is excellent batting. This has been clinical from the Hobart Hurricanes. This is going to be win number 4. And there we go. That's a really good victory. Stoked. Everyone was pretty good. Like that played in the game for us. And now we're sitting with a record of 10, 4, and 6. Massive improvement. Like, if we get a bit of a win streak going, you just never know. Gonna have to win against Brisbane Heat. Not in the best of form. How far is that tournament going for? Okay, so we obviously don't want England making the final, but I have no way of checking that. So we'll stick with that team. I'm fairly happy with how things are playing out. Not going to play Barry Keegan, I don't think. Sort of a guy the board signed. So we've been put in the bat by the Brisbane side. See how we go. Actually lost these guys last time, I think. So Cracking shot, 4 runs. But yeah, one thing as well, isn't it good to see Spence playing some good cricket again? He really had a tough time in the Sheffield Shield, and he's just getting his confidence back. Lovely shot, 6 runs. Bit of an edge for 4 for Spence. He gets a bit lucky there. 27 off 21. It's okay contribution. Oh, that's a blow though. Losing back-to-back wickets essentially, and lost the wicket of Farr as well. So we've still got Cole there, and he's run out. That's a terrible run. Come on, we want to beat the Brisbane Heat because they're below us. Doug Hanson at the wicket now. How will the all-rounder go? He's got a lot of work to do. Shot, 4 runs. Gonna need something because we are teetering at 81 for 5. We're only looking at around 140. Don't know if our bowling attack's that disciplined to get. We'll restrict them in 20 overs to whatever we post, so we're gonna have to probably bowl them out. Hanson's gone for 9. Brings Barnes to the wicket. Plays and misses. We've only got 5 overs left. 130 even. Just get us hopefully something. Couple of edges. That put up the 100 though. One man that has stayed in is Cole, of all people. In his first season. A lot of plays and misses. And that should be out. And it is. Couldn't get going, Barnes. Goddard. Lovely bowling from Goddard. It's only 1 off the over with 1 delivery remaining in the over. Fielding crushes that for 6. Gonna have to attack. Gonna have to try and conjure up something in the last few overs. Lovely batting from Coles. Fielding's gone for 6 off 4 deliveries. Brings Martin Adams to the wicket, who's been trapped for LBW. Oh, that's a hat-trick for Coates. 118 all out. Just didn't really happen for the Hobart Hurricanes. Only really the openers getting any sort of runs. And yeah, just a bit of a disappointing batting display. So they've started reasonably slow, the Brisbane Heat. But that over really kick-started the innings. Right, so I'm going to bring Hanson in, and I'm just going to go with my strategy. Hopefully get a few wickets with Hanson. So 1 over for 3. 44 for 2 after 7. Kofsky's one to watch out for. He had a great career for us. Heslip's gone. 44 for 3. And another wicket. Okay, bit of an opening. Really good opportunity here. We're gonna have Maxwell bowled exceptionally well. We had to bowl him out. Gonna have to get another flurry of wickets from somewhere. It's good to see us putting up a fight despite what score we've got. Adams gets the wicket of Bukowski, 81 for 5. This is interesting. Very interesting game. Fielding's got the wicket of Coates, 83 for 6. I'm gonna have to keep the spinner away just for another over or 2. 95 for 5 after 95 for 6 after 15. Fielding's got the wicket of Sampson. It's a big over though. We'll bowl Hanson now. Well, we'll have no choice. I think they've got the total, but we put up a good fight. A really good fight there. But yeah, we should be really beating the Brisbane Heat. So we are sitting in last place, but the good news is we've been super competitive. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that episode. Like, even though we weren't on the winning side too often, just reflect on those episodes today. Like, you can see the massive improvement from last season. Anyway, we did falter a wee bit with the bat in two of those games. But yeah, a lot to be happy about going forward in the future for the Hobart Hurricanes. So you guys next will be here. I don't think we'll make the playoffs. We will probably, just depending on where we're at, probably Western Australia, Queensland scenario again. It'll be either one of those two games, depending if we are going to make it or not to the final. So we'll catch you guys for that episode.